Here's what's going on. On November 3, 2025, President Trump publicly endorsed Andrew Cuomo in the race for mayor of New York City. According to reports, Trump said he would provide only the very minimum federal funding to New York City if the progressive candidate Zoran Mamdani wins. In a post on Truth Social, he wrote, quote, "Whether you personally like Andrew Cuomo or not, you really have no choice. You must vote for him. He is capable of it. Mamdani is not," end quote. He also called Mamdani, quote, "a communist," and, quote, warned of economic and social disaster under his leadership.
This move is notable for a few reasons. One, it's uncommon for a Republican former president to openly back an independent or former Democrat like Andrew Cuomo over candidates from both parties in a city election. Two, the threat to withhold federal funds adds a high-stakes dimension. Federal funding matters for New York City's budget and programs. Three, it underscores how this mayoral race is not just local. It's viewed as a proxy for larger ideological and national political battles.
So what has the response been? Andrew Cuomo has publicly rejected the idea that Trump's support is beneficial. He said Trump called me a bad Democrat. On the other side, Zoran Mamdani's campaign seized on the endorsement, arguing it shows that Trump sees Cuomo as the candidate serving his interests. Political analysts say the endorsement will energize some voters, but may also alienate others, especially in New York City, which traditionally leans away from Trump-style politics.
Let's look at possible impacts. The endorsement could shift some moderate or conservative voters toward Cuomo, potentially tightening the race. But it could also drive other voters away. Those who strongly oppose Trump might view any candidate he backs with suspicion. The fiscal threat is important. Withholding or cutting federal funds could affect city services, infrastructure, public safety, issues that matter to everyday New Yorkers. For Cuomo, it's a double-edged sword. He gains a big-name endorsement, but risks being seen as tied to Trump's agenda. This could especially matter in a city that values local independence. Why does federal funding matter in a mayoral race? Because cities like New York rely on it for everything from subway maintenance to immigration services to public safety. Trump's remark that the city could receive only the bare minimum if Mamdani wins is not just rhetoric. It signals potential tension between city government and federal government. Also, mayoral races are increasingly nationalized. What happens in New York matters beyond the 5 boroughs. The ideologies at play, progressive versus moderate versus conservative, reflect national battles. So a Trump endorsement here has ripple effects. Also, mayoral races are increasingly nationalized. What happens in New York matters beyond the 5 boroughs. The ideologies at play, progressive versus moderate versus conservative, reflect national battles.
For Andrew Cuomo, he must balance accepting any benefit from Trump's endorsement with maintaining his independent credentials in New York City. He also has past controversies to contend with. Voters may ask whether he's the right candidate now. For Trump, he risks backlash from voters who dislike his politics, especially in urban centers. He also is intervening in a local election, which raises questions about federal-local dynamics. For Zoran Mamdani, he can use this moment as a rallying point, portraying himself as the candidate of change, opposed by the establishment and by Trump. But he also has to show voters he is ready to govern such a large city.
Heading into Election Day, here are the key things to watch. Voter turnout in each borough. If turnout among younger, progressive voters is high, it may favor Mamdani. The response of independent and moderate voters. Will they shift toward Cuomo because of the endorsement, or will they reject that overt linkage? Any last-minute polling shifts or campaign events. If Cuomo wins, how will he navigate his relationship with Trump and federal funding? If Mamdani wins, how will he prepare for federal-local conflicts? Also, how national media covers this race may influence the broader narrative for 2026-27.
President Trump's endorsement of Andrew Cuomo in the New York City mayoral race is a remarkable twist, both for its cross-party nature and its high-stakes implications for federal funding and national politics. As voters head to the polls, the outcome will tell us not just who leads the city, but what vision for urban America is resonating. Thanks for watching. I'm Speaker Name. If you found this useful, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you won't miss future videos. Let me know in the comments, do you think this endorsement will move the needle? And what does it mean for cities across the country? See you next time.